Welcome to Seeds of Thought. Let me ask you something real. When was the last time you felt certain about where your life was going? Not hopeful, not busy, not trying, certain. Because most people don't suffer from laziness. They suffer from directionless effort. They wake up tired, they work hard, they stay busy. But deep down, they don't know what they're building or why. And that kind of life feels heavy. You move, but you don't feel progress. You succeed a little, but nothing shifts inside. You grow older, but not stronger. And here's the painful truth. Most people don't fail at life. They simply never decide what life is supposed to become. They let pressure decide, family decide, fear decide, comfort decide, circumstances decide. And years later, they wake up and realize, I never chose this life. It just happened to me. That's not bad luck. That's a missing key. And today, I'm giving you that key. Not a motivational phrase, not positive thinking fluff, not hype. I'm giving you the master key, the one that unlocks clarity, the one that cuts confusion, the one that changes your direction in a single decision. It's called definiteness of purpose. And if you master this, everything else falls into line. Let me explain. The real problem is not failure, it's drift. Most people don't collapse overnight. They fade. They drift out of discipline, drift out of belief, drift out of courage, drift out of intention. They don't crash. They decay quietly. They don't give up in one moment. They stop choosing every day. And drift is dangerous because it feels safe. No pressure, no big risks, no bold moves, just enough distraction to never notice you're falling behind your potential. And that is the most expensive life you can live, one where nothing falls apart, but nothing ever comes together either. Now here's the truth most people never hear. Your life becomes powerful the exact moment you decide that drifting is no longer acceptable. Everything changes not when things improve, but when your standards rise. And that starts with one decision. What do I want my life to stand for? Your life is a machine, but you never set the destination. Here's the part nobody tells you. Your mind is always working, always shaping, always attracting, always building. The problem isn't that your mind isn't powerful. The problem is that you never aimed it. A powerful machine with no destination doesn't become legendary. It becomes dangerous because energy without direction creates motion without progress. Activity without purpose creates exhaustion without results. And that's why so many people feel tired even when they're not doing anything extraordinary. They're running life on default. Default thoughts, default routines, default goals, default dreams. And default lives create average identities. If you don't choose who you are becoming, the world will choose for you. And it won't choose greatness. Everything changes when you get clear. Not emotional clarity, not feeling clarity, decision clarity, because clarity isn't a feeling, it's a choice. A decision so firm, it reshapes your behavior. Here is the master key in simple terms. Decide what you want so clearly that your mind begins to rearrange your life around it. Not vaguely, not someday, not I hope. Specifically. Deliberately, write it down. Your mind moves toward what it can measure. Your life obeys what you define. Ambiguity creates anxiety. Clarity creates movement. And when you give your mind a target, everything inside you wakes up. Your focus sharpens, your discipline improves, your energy changes, not because life is easier, but because your direction is stronger. You were not born to be confused. You were wired to command your life. Here's something powerful. You were born with the ability to choose the direction of your own mind. That is your greatest asset. Not money, not connections, not credentials. Your mind is the only thing you truly control. Not your past, not people, not circumstances, just your mind. And that one thing controls everything else. Your thoughts shape your actions shape your habits shape your life. So if you want a new life, you start with a new aim. Picture this. You were born holding two invisible envelopes. One says what you can become. The other says what you will suffer if you don't. Inside the first envelope is peace, confidence, financial growth, strength, freedom, meaning. Inside the second envelope is frustration, worry, regret, fear, dependence, disappointment. The difference between those two futures is not luck, it's direction. And direction begins with ownership. People who take responsibility for their mind unlock the first envelope. People who avoid control inherit the second. No one escapes choice. You only escape awareness. Step 1. Write your life in ink. You don't discover your future. You declare it. Write this down. What do I want my life to look like? Specifically. Not feelings, not moods. Facts. Where do you want to be financially? Who do you want to become? How do you want to live? What do you want your days to look like? And here's the second question that flips the switch. What am I willing to give in exchange for that life? Discipline, focus, sacrifice, consistency. Great lives are not handed out. They're earned in installments. When your desire becomes stronger than your comfort, your life begins to move. Step 2. Build your circle. No major life is built alone. Isolation is expensive. If you're the smartest person in your circle, you've already limited your future. You rise to the level of your environment. Find people who challenge you, who push you, who think bigger, who refuse to settle. Your circle shapes your ceiling, and if you don't like the direction your life is going, change the voices you allow in it. Step 3. Go beyond expectation. The world does not reward average effort. It rewards excess value. Go further than required. Work harder than expected. Show up earlier. Prepare deeper, not for praise, but because leadership is born from discipline when nobody is watching. If you want uncommon results, you need uncommon habits. Effort compounded daily becomes rare success. Step 4. Faith is not belief, it's commitment. If you wait until you feel ready, you will wait forever. Faith is not wishful thinking. Faith is action before results appear. It's moving when nobody is clapping. It's grinding when nothing has changed yet. It's standing when doubt is loud. And here's the truth most people miss. Your mind obeys where your energy goes. Think failure. You move toward it. Think purpose. You build toward it. Your thoughts are not neutral. They are commands. Stop trying to change your life with wishes. Change it with direction. Stop saying, I hope things get better. Say, this is where I'm going. Stop drifting. Start deciding. Stop surviving. Start building. Stop reacting. Start commanding. This is your moment. No dramatic music. No swelling emotion. Just truth. The future isn't coming. You are building it every single day with your mindset. The person you become is not accidental. It is assembled, choice by choice. And the moment you take ownership of your aim, life stops being heavy because now you're carrying purpose instead of confusion. Your declaration, say this with me. I choose my direction. I claim my future. I own my mind. I write my life deliberately. No more drifting. No more delay. No more settling. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You need decision. Final word. You are not stuck. You are undecided. You are not behind. You are unfocused. You are not powerless. You are simply unused, waiting on a decision strong enough to wake you up. So take your life out of maybe and place it in purpose. The master key isn't hidden. It's been waiting in your hands.